today we can talk about how to install the DBT in the local core. Let me share my screen. Hope you are able to see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, this is all about DBT Core. So just a recap of the previous session. So we have discussed about what is DBT and what are the purpose of DBT and what is ETL, what is ELT, and where this DBT sit for this ELT. And so this kind of information we have discussed. So today what we can do is we can try to install the DBT core in local, and we try to create some basic models. And we can discuss about the components of DBT, like what is macros, what is DBT project, what is schema, what is sources. So all whatever components are related to this DBT, we can discuss everything. Okay. Fine. So
I
today,
just want to understand Python because DBT is part of Python or how it's independent.
Python is the latest Java now. So yeah, in the previous 10 years back, whatever software we plan to install means all the software requires JDK, right? So like that, Python is the recent one. Nothing, DBT is different, Python is different. So to run this DBT model, we need the Python because some of the libraries are sits on Python. So when we execute, it needs some libraries from the Python. That is the reason it is asking for. Okay, this is the Python version we have. Let me create some the project folders here. So this is the folder we have created. So once the folder got created, we can refer this document and go step by step. So this is the Python version we have identified. This is the Python version. And next thing is we have created this DBT folder. Okay, and go this step by step. This is my DBT folder, and I am creating one virtual environment. So this is the reason we are using this Python. Actually, something about the virtual environment. So it's a kind of a folder. In this folder, suppose we are creating some project. That project needs library A, library B, library C, library. It needs so many libraries means, and some more setup is required, which are related to the software and hardware setup, some path and everything. So all these things we can put it into the under one single folder. In Windows, we put everything into the folder, right? Okay. So like that, it's a virtual environment for each and every project. We need a different libraries, right? Some of the libraries are required in this project, and some of the libraries are not required for some other projects like this. So whatever things are required with specific to our project, current project, we put everything into this virtual environment folder.
Okay. So is it a temporary? Is it a temporary or how?
It is not a temporary one, it is a permanent one. Once you create it, then you get into this virtual environment and you can do all kind of developments. Okay. Once the development got completed, you can, for the deployment purpose, if you use this virtual environment, it will automatically keep up the that variables related to the deployment. We can easily organize the files, and we can share the files to anyone for any kind of purpose, deployment purposes or any kind of purposes. Okay, now what I am doing is I am just creating a virtual environment which is related to this particular.
So shall I assume that it's kind of a package?
Correct. It's a kind of package, but our project is a separate thing. This virtual environment is a separate thing. Once you get into the virtual environment, you can write your code on top of the virtual environment that will help the project to organize the file. Okay. On top of that, you can write DBT is different and the virtual environment is different. So on top of the virtual environment, you can develop all kind of stuff. Usually, this virtual environment contains we can say it's a supported packages. So all kind of supported packages and libraries will store in this virtual environment. Okay, but this is not related to our DBT. This is different. Okay, this virtual environment we can create for any kind of purpose, not only for DBT project. Okay, now I am into this folder. Now I can create a virtual environment. Okay, this is my virtual environment I have created now.
Okay.
just I'm creating. Suppose if you are running the projects in some other folders, means it won't impact anything there. So this is belongs to this particular folder. So now I have created one virtual environment.
Sorry, Gopi. Sorry to. What is this screen you are showing now?
This screen,
Yeah, this one. Which tool it is? How we go get into this?
no, this is simply this is an editor, nothing.
What is
This
it?
is that is a editor. It is like Notepad plus Notepad.
Okay.
It's IDE. It's a general IDE. We can write all kind of code here. It's a visual source code editor. That's all.
Okay. Fine.
Okay. So where we can organize our all kind of we can integrate the Java with this. We can integrate the Python with this. We can integrate Azure Databricks, everything with this. This is a common. It's a Notepad plus kind of thing. Okay, not more than that.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so that's all. Now we are having that my DBT folder here. Let me go to this my DBT folder. Okay, now we are in this now DBT folder. Okay. So what is the next step? I have created this environment now. Now I need to activate that virtual environment. So how I can activate this? This is the way. Very straightforward, very simple steps only. See, now we are in this folder. Okay, this is folder. Okay, now if you activate this one, this will go into this virtual environment. So this is the highlight symbol. So whatever, if you suppose if you install any new kind of library, any new kind of functionalities, supporting files, then all the things will come under this my DBT folder. So for that it will modularize our project. Okay. So that is a basic thing. Now what I can do is I need to install this either. Suppose if you want to install the DBT core, you can directly install pip install DBT core like that. You can install it. We are going to use the Snowflake as the data warehouse for us. So what we can do is, suppose if you install this one, automatically this DBT core will get installed. System. So it will install all kind of supporting libraries. Okay, wait time first. This is the important thing for us. Python Snowflake connector for Python, and it will automatically install this DBT core and DBT Snowflake. DBT for Snowflake and DBT for Postgres, DBT for BigQuery, like that. So a lot of versions are available, lot of editions are available. So what it is actually contains means, so DBT is a separate thing. They are internally tied with this other cloud warehouses. So if you install DBT for BigQuery means it will ask the credential which are related to BigQuery. Snowflake connector for Python. So this will help. We can connect the Snowflake from the Python, or Python from the Snowflake. Like that, we can do some kind of handshake using this Snowflake connector for Python. The ultimate purpose of this DBT is we are creating the models. So we can explain what is a model and how the model will work, how to execute the model, how to test the model. I will tell you. Okay. And this is the way we have now we have created this. We have installed this DBT Snowflake. Now what is the next step here? So we have to ensure whether the thing, whatever things we have created. I mean, how to say that? So we need to now we have the DBT in place. Now we have to start the project. So how to start the project? So from this place only, we are coming to the picture. Okay, let's see DBT. I am initting the DBT init. With this step, what it will do is it will, because we have installed DBT connector for that catch is gone. Okay, so we have installed DBT Snowflake now. Okay, so if we are initializing this one, it will ask for the project name. So let's say we plan to start the project for Beams DBT training 01. Like that, we have created one project. Okay, so basically it accepts only these letters, digits, and underscore only. If we are giving any other apart from this, it won't accept. Okay, now, so we have installed the DBT Snowflake only, right? So now we have to provide the, so it is automatically taking this Snowflake. I mean, it is listing only Snowflake. Database would you like to use means it is already having this Snowflake. We just have to enter the number. Okay, so now, okay, yeah. So this is the project we have created, and this is the connection information. Connection information means this is the Snowflake account we have. We already created on Snowflake account, and we are giving this. Okay, let me show you how. Okay. Okay, password is something I need to check, and let me check the password. So this is my password. So I already have the Snowflake account. So I am giving the same credentials here. I am giving the same credentials here. So here, for now, and see this value. It is asking, right? This value of this one. So what we can do is we can take it from here. See, it is not a setting up the DBT project is not a big thing. So the username is, this is my username. Okay, and I am going to use only the password to connect with the Snowflake. Okay, dev password. And the password is, this is the password. Role is admin role, and warehouse. Warehouse is compute warehouse. Okay. Database, what is the database? We plan to use this. Either we can use the existing database, otherwise we can create the new database for our purpose. Okay, so let me go to this databases. And this is the database we have. Let's create one new database for us. Project 01. So comment is optional, but we can give the comments for it. I'm creating one new database. One new database got created. So let me use that same database for here. DBT project. Okay. Schema is, we can create the schema during that. Let's say this is my schema. That's this one. See, we have created this, we have provided all this information, right? So all this information, where it will store is, this will store here. It is a user level activity where all these credentials and threads and what is the database, everything will store in this DBT, the profiles.yml. If you open this profile.yml, so this is our project. So for this project, these are all the credentials we need to use. Once you execute the model, it will refer this profile.yml and it will connect to this, establish the connection to this Snowflake, and it will do all kind of transactions. Okay, so this is an example. Now what we can do is, we have created the project, so we have to check whether whatever things we have created is properly set or not. Is it, we can start the model creation or not. So for that, what we can do is, we can ensure whether the whatever things we have created is correctly set or not. Okay, now what we can do is, this is these are up to this we have provided, and next step is to make the confirmation. We have to use this DBT debug. Okay, let me try on this. If you run this DBT debug, we need to get into this folder. Okay, now if you execute this DBT debug, so now all the connection, all the setup is done. So till now, the DBT installation, Snowflake adapter setup, Python connector. So if all the things will taken care of by the admin usually, and after that, to initiate this DBT project, we can, as a developer, we can do that. Otherwise, our architect can set up all this kind of informations, all this kind of setups. So now the DBT got installed, and we have created a new project. Our architect, our developer can have created a new project. That's so now we have to start our model creation. We have to create the, we have to do the ELT operation with the help of a DBT. We'll show you. Okay, now where our these are all the project. This is the project we have. Let me open this project in my local machine for the development. I am opening this folder. DBT folder. Yes, this is the one, and this is the project I am going to work. Let me open this my DBT project. So we have initiated the DBT project. Now we have everything. The startup things are settled down now.